Pole, there he is, car 1MD out of Severna Park, Maryland. It's Kyle Lear. Car number 23, just to his outside, it's Derek Quaid. Scheduled to go second in car 5B, it's Wesley Bonebrake. Scheduled to go fourth in car 44 is Stevie Long. Starting fifth in car number 11 is Ed Pope, and Andy Freeze in car 82, scheduled to go off sixth. Matt Morgan will go off inside row number 4, and Louis Littlepage will start 8th. R.E. Cubbage will go to the inside of row 5, and Steve Atkins in car number 3 will start 10th. Car number 38, Alan Anderson, was scheduled to go inside row 6. He does not answer the call, so we will go 10 cars strong, heat race number 1. The top 4 is the number to look at, ladies and gentlemen. Top 4 to transfer. It's Kyle Lear, Derek Quaid, Wesley Bonebrake, and Stevie Long. Those are your 4 transfers. Coming out of 4, green in the air. Quickly into turn 1 now. Quaid looks to the outside of Kyle Lear. They're side by side down the backstretch, but it's 3 wide for third between Bonebrake, Andy Freeze, and Stevie Long. And Andy Freeze now will take the 3rd spot as Quaid will grab the lead, leading lap number 1. Now Kyle Lear motors back to the inside, but Derek Quaid will take the whole shot. He has a car length advantage into turn number 3. Derek Quaid showing the way. Kyle Lear is second. Coming off turn 4, it is still Quaid leading lap number 2. 6 remains, but here comes Kyle Lear fighting back to the inside. Quaid now with that 1 car length advantage. He grabs coming off turn 2 into turn 3. Lear looking to the inside. Quaid working the outside. Back to the start finish line, and this time it's Kyle Lear will take the lead. Kyle Lear has the lead. Here comes Derek Quaid fighting back to the outside. But now Lear will take a 2 car length advantage heading into turn number 3. Andy Freeze is 3rd. Stevie Long is 4th. Coming out of 4, halfway down for Kyle Lear. Kyle Lear leads at the halfway mark. Quaid 2nd. Andy Freeze is 3rd. Stevie Long is the 4th and final transfer spot. Wesley Bonebrake back to 5th, followed by Ed Pope and company. But it's Kyle Lear coming out of turn number 4 to lead lap number 5. Kyle Lear now out to about a 5, 6, 7 car length advantage over Quaid out of turn 2. But the battle for 3rd will heat up just a bit as Stevie Long makes ground on Andy Freeze. Now coming back out of turn 4, 2 laps to go. Kyle Lear still showing the way. Derek Quaid falls back to a distant 2nd. Andy Freeze and Stevie Long are next. That's your 4 transfer spots. Coming down 1 to go for Kyle Lear. Kyle Lear showing the way now out to a commanding lead over Derek Quaid, who may fall back to the clutch, and Kyle Lear has slowed. Kyle Lear slows down the backstretch. Here comes Derek Quaid fighting to the outside. Coming down under checkers, it's Kyle Lear taking the win. A mystery there as Kyle Lear slowed on the backstretch, but he still survives. Derek Quaid will be 2nd. Andy Freeze will take 3rd, and Stevie Long will take the 4th and final transfer spot. Heat race number 2 out of Rockbridge, Bass, Virginia. It's Booper Bear. Booper Bear, a 29-year racing veteran, has more than 200 wins, has 50 wins at Potomac, has won at 17 different racetracks up and down the East Coast with 5 Super Late Model Championships and 3 Steel Block Late Model Championships. So the veteran Booper Bear starting on the pole. To his outside out of Glen Burnie, Maryland, car 18 is Rick Hulson. Inside row 2, car 117 out of Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania, it's the Hurricane Kyle Merkel. Starting fourth out of Cumberland, Maryland in car 66, it's Matt Cosner. Ryan Hackett will occupy inside row 3 in car 76. And Heston, Pennsylvania driver, car 99 is Rick Singleton. Kenny Moreland scheduled to go inside row number 4. To his outside will be Billy Tucker in car 1B. Andy Gregg will start 9th, and Don Woodruff scheduled to start 10th in car 66. Matt Quaid in car 47 was scheduled to go out next, but again, remember, ladies and gentlemen, he pulled to the pit area earlier this evening in practice. So again, 10 cars to answer the bell. The top 4 will transfer. 8 laps the distance. Here we go, race fans. Booper Bear, Rick Hulson, Kyle Merkel, Matt Cosner. Here we go, green in the air. And Booper Bear out with a very quick lead now. He pulls about a 3, 4, 5 car length lead over Hulson in second. Kyle Merkel is third. And then the action heats up between Matt Cosner, Hackett, Singleton, and Moreland for fourth as Booper Bear comes down to lead lap number 1. The top 3 remain unchanged, but it's that battle for fourth, that final transfer spot. Matt Cosner has it right now. Ryan Hackett wants it as they head into turn number 3. Coming off turn number 4, Booper Bear will lead the second lap. 6 laps remaining. It's still Booper Bear up front. Hulson second, Merkel third. And again, it's Hackett and Cosner side by side for the 4th spot as they head into turns number 3 and come into their turn number 4 with Rick Singleton following suit. Booper Bear leads the 3rd lap. He motors down the backstretch. Now Rick Hulson tightens it up just a bit there in second. He trims it down to about 3 car lengths. Rick Hulson looks to the inside, but Booper Bear will lead it at the halfway mark. Rick Hulson now a little closer. It's down to about 1 car length as they head down the backstretch. Caution out on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. It was Don Woodruff in car 66 that was slow on the backstretch, missed the entrance to the infield pit area. He backs it up now. He pulls the car to the infield pit area. Side-by-side competition for that 4th and final transfer spot. Rick Singleton is 5th. Billy Tucker's next, followed by Kenny Moreland and Andy Gregg. That's the way they stand. Green back in the air. Now Booper Bear gets out to a great 4-5 car length lead, and Hulson falls back into the clutches of Kyle Merkel as they're 2nd and 3rd in turns 3 and 4. Ryan Hackett has the final transfer spot, and Booper Bear leads lap number 5, 3 laps remaining. Booper Bear still showing the way over Hulson and Merkel as they motor down the backstretch. Hackett now more securely there in the final transfer spot. Bandit drivers Matt Cosner and Rick Singleton are 5th and 6th as Booper Bear leads it with 2 laps remaining. Booper Bear now out with a comfortable lead in turns 3 and 4. It's still Hulson 2nd. Kyle Merkel is 3rd, coming down for a white flag. Booper Bear leads it with 1 to go. Booper Bear coming out of turn number 2. He motors down the backstretch. Booper Bear setting sail in turns 3 and 4. Coming down for checkers. Booper Bear will take it. It'll be Rick Hulson is 2nd. Kyle Merkel is 3rd. Ryan Hackett is 4th. And Matt Cosner takes 5th. Now coming out onto the track, We discussed the drivers in row number 1. David Williams on the pole. Bruce Kane is second. Scheduled to go off third is Davis Lipscomb in car 71. David Puckett to his outside in car 19. Tom Kowick in car 00 will occupy inside row 3. And Eddie Groom in car 21 scheduled to go off 6th. Buddy Alves Jr. will go to the inside of row 4. And J.R. Overstreet will start 8th. Brandon Atkinson, the 14-year-old phenom driver out of Charlotte, North Carolina, will go 9th. Now, William Pritchard in car 33 was scheduled to go out in 10th, but he was the other driver involved in the altercation with Walker Arthur in practice. So 9 cars to answer the call, top 4 to transfer. Looking for a green flag from Butch Mayo out of turn 4. Green is in the air. And Bruce Kane gets a little squirrely. That allows, and Bruce Kane spins it. And cars go to his inside, his outside. Bruce Kane from second back to 6th and 1 lap as David Williams leads the opening lap of heat race number 3. Davis Lipscomb moves up to 2nd. Puckett is 3rd. Kowick is 4th. Now Bruce Kane moves back up to 5th as Buddy Alves is 6th. Car 88, J.R. Overstreet, a little off the pace, motoring down the backstretch. Coming down, completing lap 2, it is still all David Williams. Davis Lipscomb 2nd. Puckett is 3rd. Kowick has got the final transfer spot. Bruce Kane again a little loose out of turn number 2. He wants that 4th transfer spot badly, but he's going to be challenged by Buddy Alves Jr. coming out of turn 4 as David Williams leads lap number 3. David Williams now out to a commanding lead over Davis Lipscomb in car 71. Now back to the 5th position. Buddy Alves Jr. heats it up with Bruce Kane in turns 3 and 4. At the halfway mark, David Williams still leads it. Davis Lipscomb 2nd. Puckett is 3rd. Tom Kowick now comfortably in 4th as Bruce Kane has drifted back a distant 5th. Completing 5 laps, 3 to go is David Williams. David Williams showing the way, entering turn number 3 over Davis Lipscomb. Things settling out just a bit. Puckett in 3rd, Kowick in 4th as Williams comes down for 2 laps to go. Butch Mayo showing the field, 2 to go. Now David Williams back coming out of 4 as Tom Kowick and Puckett battle it out for 3rd. Williams takes the white flag, 1 to go. David Williams showing the way. Looks like victory will be in hand for the Maryland driver. Coming down for checkers. Indeed, it will be David Williams. Davis Lipscomb will be 2nd. Now the battle for 3rd. It's Tom Kowick, followed by David Puckett in 4th. And Bruce Kane rounds out the top 5. On the drivers occupying the front row. Car number 2 scheduled to go off on the pole out of Chester, Virginia. Your reigning Virginia Motor Speedway a late model champion, it's Scott Adams. To his outside out of Heinemann, Pennsylvania, coming in 2nd in the Steel Black Bandit point standings, it's DJ Troutman. Your 2010 late model Rookie of the Year at Virginia Motor Speedway, Tim Shelton, car 55, goes off 3rd. And last year's Bandit winner here at Virginia Motor Speedway, Matt Marshall, goes off 4th. Matt Hauser out of Clearville, Pennsylvania will go 5th, and Brandon Long will start 6th. Sean Merkel will go off to the inside of row 4, and Brad Rigdon starts 8th. Mitch Miller in car 95 out of Winchester, Virginia will go 9th. And Walker Arthur, just in time, starts shotgun on the field in 10th. All 10 cars answering the bell, getting ready for 8 laps of competition Again, the top 4 will transfer. And race fans, keep your eye on car 87. How fast can he make it up through this field? We're going to know here in just half a lap as we're about to light them up to go green. 4th heat race for the D&D Auto Recycling Steel Block Bandit Series. Here we go off of 4, Adams and Troutman taking green. Now Troutman will jump out to the early lead over Scott Adams. And side by side is Shelton and Matt Marshall for 3rd and 4th as they go hard into turn 3, making contact. But they both right the ships, they keep going, and Matt Hauser will take advantage of it and move up to the 3rd spot. DJ Troutman leads lap 1, Scott Adams back to 2nd, Matt Hauser 3rd, and Matt Marshall's your 4th transfer spot. And here comes Walker Arthur already up to the 8th spot as DJ Troutman comes out of turn 4, leading lap number 2, as Tim Shelton goes very high in turns 3 and 4. Caution in the air. It's Adams, Hauser, Matt Marshall, Brandon Long. That's your top 4. 2 laps in the books. DJ Troutman back out on the surface. Green in the air. Scott Adams now out to a lead. Hauser is 2nd. Brandon Long will drift very high. He'll lose 2 spots as Sean Merkel takes 4th. Walker Arthur up to 5th. Now here comes Brandon Long back to the backside, but he gets a little loose in turn number 4 as Scott Adams will lead lap number 3. 5 laps remain. It's Adams on the point. Matt Hauser 2nd. Marshall 3rd. Sean Merkel 4th. He's being challenged now by Walker Arthur in 5th. Coming down to halfway, it is still Scott Adams leading the way. Hauser is 2nd. Matt Marshall is 3rd. And Mitch Miller spins in turns 3 and 4, bringing out the caution. Sean Merkel 4th, followed by Walker Arthur in 5th as they come out of turn 4, looking for a green. Walker Arthur moving up to the high side. He motors to the outside of Sean Merkel. He'll take the transfer spot, and he may get another position outside his teammate Matt Marshall. Coming out of turn 4, Walker Arthur now loses a spot back to Sean Merkel. Scott Adams leads it with 3 to go. Here comes Walker Arthur and Troutman splitting Sean Merkel down the backstretch. Walker Arthur in the transfer spot. Troutman to the inside of Merkel, heating it up for 5th. Scott Adams takes the lead, continues the lead with 2 laps to go. Hauser is 2nd. Marshall's 3rd. Now the battle for the transfer spot. That's the one to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Walker Arthur 4th. DJ Troutman is 5th. In turns 3 and 4 they go. Scott Adams will lead it with 1 to go. Hauser is 2nd. Marshall is 3rd. But the battle is for the final transfer spot. Troutman looks to the inside of Walker Arthur. They're side by side into turn number 3. Walker Arthur has the advantage now coming off 4. Scott Adams wins it. And at the line, Troutman. Scott Adams will take the win. Matt Hauser is 2nd. Matt Marshall 3rd. DJ Troutman is 4th. They're at the line over Walker Arthur in 5th.